All right, morning everyone. Welcome to another episode of Market Trading. I am your host, Tone Vays. Man, Zoom's doing something weird with my backgrounds. Let me make sure everything's good. There we go. It's a little bit better. I'm still a little too zoomed in, but that's okay. There we go. All right, we'll have to do it this way for now. So I get my cameras set up properly. All right, let's go to the charts. It's gonna be a short stream, just a quick update. Where are we here? All right, here we go. Put that here. All right. Our long-term picture, everything is looking good so far. I think we're going to be more following the purple path. I don't think we're going to go all the way to 60,000 this year. But it's still possible. We're still not exactly sure. But I think this path is more likely. And, maybe somewhere between 40 and 50 at the time of the halving. That makes sense. Let's go to the weekly chart. The weekly chart for Bitcoin is looking good. That's a clean candle. It's going to start us off on a new path towards another set of MRI counts. Right now, I'm going to wait for a green star candle, which we could get next week as we start trading above current high. If we are going to start trading above current high, I will be very, very bullish for Bitcoin going into, Monday, Tuesday. Our allocation, we're going to remain 100% allocated to the bullish side of Bitcoin. We're going to stay with this position. However, if next candle, this candle is going to be our weekend candle. I'm not expecting much volatility. Not expecting much volatility. So next candle, if next candle is going to take us to the break of current candles lows, I will lower my bullish position. But if it stays above the moving averages, I will stay 100% bullish in the position. Hey guys, if you're looking to learn how to trade, there's a free learn trading section at tonevays.com. Learn trading. You can also purchase an on-demand video course right here. I'll probably give a discount going into Black Friday. Until then, the prices are significantly cheaper than they were in years past. And I will continue to slowly drop prices. Same thing with the MRI. The MRI is now only $400 one-time payment. And I'll probably lower that going into Thanksgiving. Maybe 300, and then it'll come down to 250 the year after. Eventually, it'll be free. It'll take a few years. The Financial Summit coming to the UAE November 5 to 10, an event for traders, and with the background behind me, unconfiscatable. The Bitcoin conference will take place in Las Vegas, December 8 to 10. Oh, sorry, December 7 and 8. Why is this not formatting properly anymore? Weird. What about this one? This one is right. Strange. Oh, I have to reset that. There we go. Now it's done. All right. Hey guys, tomorrow on the Financial Summit Twitter Spaces, we will have a chat. It will take place at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So come and join us 2 p.m. We're going to tweet this out later today. 2 p.m. Eastern time is when we're going to do our weekend macro spaces on Bitcoin, stocks, and all the rest, hopefully with some great guests. Daily chart, we have a little bit of a pullback here, which is very, very healthy. I like this pullback. And let's see what the weekend brings. More consolidation over the weekend is perfect. So everything is good to go. Not much more to say on the daily chart. I don't need this line anymore. I like this consolidation on the 4-hour chart as well, and on the 1 hour. It does look a little bit weak. The 1 hour has crossed below both moving averages. They are both now declining. We got a red star candle. The 4-hour chart as well. Red star candle holding the moving average at the moment. So a little bit rough, but let's see if we can power through it over the weekend. I don't put too much emphasis on the weekends. GBTC discount. Of course, when Bitcoin rises, the discount starts to go away. Eventually, I think Bitcoin will be the world reserve currency. I think every central bank, every government will hold Bitcoin. Every person will use Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is the future of, unless everyone dies in a nuclear disaster with countries not able to keep their shit together, I think Bitcoin is the evolution of money. And I think everybody will be using it. Oil, I remain bullish on oil. I'm starting to get very bullish on natural gas. Interesting pullback at the end of day on Friday. And looks very, very good. Looks very good. Gold, I'm overall bullish on gold, even though I'm short-term bearish or neutral. But long-term, I'm bullish on gold. S&P 500, I'm very bullish on. So if next week we break above the recent swing high, the Arun indicator will swing back up to the 100% level. So that's what we're eyeing. Next week's candle to break the high of the candle of January 30th. And then the real test is going to be the break of 4,300. The break of 4,300 is the real test. Correlation, of course, this is the weekend. Incredible close on a daily scale. We are now cleanly above the double top. Beautiful 2 days, Thursday, Friday. Must have been some good earnings from major companies. Fed accident could slice 20%. Stock market strategists, David. These gloom and doomers, you got to stop listening to them. I'm bullish on the S&P. What do I think on Ray Dalio? I don't really think about Ray Dalio, guys. I mean, the guy manages like $1 trillion. Like, why does my opinion matter? He knows what he's doing. You guys need to pay less attention to guys like Ray Dalio and Warren Buffett. They're not at your level. They're not at my level. Like, I couldn't care less what Ray Dalio has to say. He's not speaking to me. He's speaking to people that have $1 billion. What Ray Dalio's opinion on the markets is basically irrelevant to me because I'm not in his class. It doesn't matter. Like, I don't care what Warren Buffett thinks. I don't care what people 90 years old think about current technology. Like, I care what they think about the past. And if they start comparing, current stuff to the past stuff, but they kept up with the latest technology, which they don't. And I don't know how much Ray Dalio is. Like, I just don't think his opinion is relevant to to any common person's investment decisions. The less you listen to those guys, the better off you will be. They're not there to help you. This was the stock my new airport friend recommended that joined the stream the other day. Here's the monthly chart. My other friend, Matt, who's going to be on the show, Alpha Numerics, send me a screenshot. Where is it? It should be here. It's not in my favorites. Where did it go? Where did the indicator go? Didn't I have it on some of my charts? I had it on something, right? There it is. Right, why can't I? Why can't I add it? That's, oh, I know why. It's in here. There it is. I don't think I ever hit the favorite button. There, that's why. That's why I can't. There it is. Oh, by the way, I already have it on this chart. Need to add it here. There it is. I'm gonna have him on the show so you can discuss the indicator. Man, so in the entire history of this stock, when the alpha numerics indicator hits one of these diamonds, it's one of the best times to buy or sell. Well, if it's red, you sell, and if it's green, you buy the dip. And it only had 3 of them: 1, 2, and 3, and they all marked the low absolutely perfectly. Man, shout out, Matt. And it only had 1 red diamond right there back in 2007. I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else. I mean, there's a bearish sign here. There's a bullish sign here. I believe he's also potentially incorporating the MRI into it. I got to talk to him about this. And then there's a bullish sign here. I'm not sure what this is. I still need, I need more lessons on alpha numerics. But yeah, beautiful, man. Beautiful. So if you're using the MRI on this, had a beautiful buy call right here, second consecutive. Beautiful MRI call here. Great sell as well. Not a great sell. The green star would have gotten me tricked as well, but the red star would have put the ship in the right direction. And now we're just straight up bullish, especially, you know, on next month when we get a new green star candle. We can take a look at the Mexican peso. I got 10 more minutes, guys. Then we're gonna call it a day. Oh, before we do that, let's take a look at how Russian currency is doing. Well, the conflict in Ukraine is getting a bit crazy with Ukraine losing Bakhmut. It's pretty much over. This week, it'll be completely over in Bakhmut. And let's see how long the Ukrainian currency can hang in there. Mexico. I am bullish on Mexico, as you guys know. I am bullish on the Mexican peso as well, as you guys know. And it's looking great. Mexican currency is appreciating, which is good for people of Mexico. Good for Mexicans. US dollar. Ooh, the US dollar is dropping. I'm surprised the euro is still hanging in there. It's like Ethereum. It just refuses to die. And the euro is somehow rising. I don't know. The current administration is killing the US dollar. So let's see. Let's see what they keep going. By the way, these trading cards, I can't believe it. This is the one card I need to complete my set. And it just sold for $5,000. This was the card I kept trying to pull out of those packs. A box was $500. And now these cards are selling for over $5,000. And each box, on average, had 2 of these 1 of 100 cards. Unfortunately, in my last box, I only pulled 1 of these cards, and it wasn't the Cypherpunk. It was the Hal Finney card. I was hoping to also get the Cypherpunk, but that's the one card I need. I traded my Hal Finney card for my own Tone Vays card before someone charges me like $10,000 for it. So I now, oh, it's also a number 1. Oh, that's why 1 of 100. Yeah, that had an extra premium there, huge extra premium. And the Greg Foss, these are known as the lost cards. I don't know why they call them the lost cards, but went for $4,000. Actually, less than the Cypherpunk. Really? Surprised. There's less of these out there. There's less of these out there. I might have this one. I've won 1 of them. There's like 2 of these super rare cards. I got a Max Kaiser. I got a Meister. I got a Hal Finney, and I traded my second Hal Finney for my own card. But I'm still short 1 of 100 card right there. What does alphanumerics say about Bitcoin? I don't know. Let's take a look. Here's the 4-day chart. That looks very bullish. That's bullish on a 4-day. So we changed. So here's a bearish indication. When we had a reversal candle. This is the daily chart. I was neutral here, slightly bullish, concerned about the structure, but moving average support, reversal candle, MRI buy. Alphanumerics was bearish, but then it went bullish the day after the MRI. So it's bullish now. No diamonds. The diamond right there. Beautiful buying opportunity. Now the diamond is the better buying opportunity than the bullish indication. And you have this cloud underneath. Yeah, so the of course it'll be bullish, guys. Every single metric on Bitcoin should be bullish. We can look at the weekly. Let me pull it up. I'm gonna have him on the show soon, and then we can discuss it. I'm not sure what the purple candle means. I have no idea. But the word bullish is obviously bullish. And I want to see any green diamonds right there. It's a green diamond. Green diamond, but it would have gotten you in trouble here. I don't see any indication to get out. See, with the MRI buy, you're always going to have an indication to set a stop loss. And over here, I'm going to have to ask him where he would set a stop loss. Like anytime the MRI, if you're using the green stars to get in, then you may want to use the red stars to cut your losses. And if you're using the arrows to get in, then you also want to use arrows to cut your losses or red stars. Someone's asking, can you be a moderately good investor just by listening to my videos? If you're disciplined and you set your own rules, yes. You shouldn't be listening to me. You should set your own rules. You could, watch my videos to learn how to trade, and I mean, you can kind of use my views as a general guideline, but you want to set your own rules on trading, when to enter, when to exit. You're never going to be a good trader following anybody else, including myself. Alpha trend indicator. I'm not sure what alpha trend indicator is. Uranium stock UEC. Oh, that's ugly. I don't like it. I don't like it. I mean, it has double support right now, but like the MRI looks terrible. Oh, that's the monthly chart. Sorry. On a daily, on a weekly scale, it looks good. That's a beautiful reversal candle that's following the MRI. If it's trading up tomorrow, if tomorrow it's breaking, if Monday it's breaking Friday's highs, it could rally. But look at the monthly chart. The monthly is pretty bearish. Like the best you can hope for is a rally to like here. Like if I'm buying this thing, I'm probably gonna take my profit at the moving averages. Like I would not go into this long term. The monthly chart does not look good. Super chat. There it is. I was looking above. ATLX. ATLX. Oh, we looked at this a bunch of times. Right. Like I wouldn't buy. I would like actually get out on an MRI. Like on Tuesday, I would get out. Like the MRI sell is coming. This thing can't go up forever. Like I would never buy this right now. I think it's gonna top any day now. It might have already topped on Friday. I would wait. I would wait. I don't know. Probably till 21, till it comes back to 21. I think it's gonna fall like 33%, maybe more. I wouldn't buy this. It's bullish. I would still be holding it. I may or may not have panicked on April 25th. And right now that's a reversal candle. I mean, maybe if I already took a bunch of profit and I was playing with house money, I'd hold it into an MRI sell and then I take more profit. I don't use VWAP. I just don't care for it. What's S? And there was one more stock in the beginning. Bakhmut has huge implications. If Bakhmut has no technical meaning, why did like 20,000 or 30,000 Ukrainians die defending it? Like it just makes no sense, Artem. It makes no sense, right? You can't say Bakhmut has no strategic advantage, and yet Ukraine was willing to kill every single baby to defend it. Like, how does that make sense? Like, how does that compute in your brain, right? Or like how do those two things like coincide? Like if it has no strategic advantage, then why was it the most important part to defend with every Ukrainian? And they still lost defending it. Well, like why? It has huge strategic advantage, which I've explained on the show many times. Absolutely huge strategic advantage. Which I'm not going to get into the details, but if you don't know, like I don't know why you're commenting. It has way more strategic advantage for Russia than for Ukraine. For Ukraine, it doesn't have strategic advantage, but for Russia, it has a lot of strategic advantage. A lot. Which is why it may defend Bakhmut with every baby of Ukraine. You've been holding the stock since $5. I hope you took some profit. I would take some profit on that stock, on ATLX, especially next week when it's hitting a daily MRI sell. Okay, let's look at S. S hit an MRI sell. S hit an MRI sell, and it's now going down. To know one, no idea what it does. It's been bullish since the beginning of the year. I mean, I wish it was hitting an MRI buy now. I wouldn't buy it yet. I'd wait for a little bit longer, because if it loses $13, then it can go down a lot. Right now, it's neutral. The time to sell was April 24th. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Alex, I see your super chat. Thank you very much. I've been watching you since the Tyler days. Love your content and knowledge of the markets. Could you take a look at Bitfarms? Yeah, I would take a look at Bitfarms. Looks good. Looks bullish to me. Very bullish. Look, it literally went up, pulled back into the moving averages. The moving averages crossed over, except still needs to go above the orange, which it will, probably in a couple of days. And it looks great. One second. Okay. Me. Intel. Looks very bullish. Very, very bullish. Beautiful chart. Very bullish, very bullish on monthly. It's green across the board. Very bullish. Since Ukraine's the hot topic, here's where I would say is strategic for Ukraine to defend with every single Ukrainian. At least that's what I would do. I would defend the river. I would defend the river with every Ukrainian. Because Ukraine is going to lose every Ukrainian trying to defend areas where, well, Russians live. If you're going to defend your country with every single Ukrainian, you probably want to defend the areas where mostly Ukrainians live. So Ukraine army is just going to be destroyed defending an area that's been rebelling against Ukraine forever. Well, 8 years. So it just makes no sense. Just stupid, really. It's mindless death of Ukrainians. Bakhmut's done. So in a couple of days, this whole thing will be red. Like this whole thing will be red. 3 more days, 4 more days. I don't know. Done. This will become red. It's over. And like I've said before, Russia's next priority is to take Avdiivka. There it is. And they're surrounded as well, so that's over. They're going to take this. I mean, the goal is to shorten your front line. And the ultimate goal is to take the regions that they have declared are now Russia, right? So this is the goal, to take this. This is where they're going. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to figure this out. This is their priority right now. Priority, along with not losing Crimea. That's their priority, and this is super important to take this area for 2 reasons. One, Russia declared this region to be Russia, so they have to now defend it. Otherwise, they're unable to do what they say they're going to do. It looks bad for they look weak to China, and you don't China. So that's priority 1. Take the land that they have already declared to be Russia. And equally as important, the Ukrainians are bombing the residential areas of Donetsk. And Russia, again, in order not to look weak on the world stage to China, to India, they are on a mission to push Ukrainians back so that this area is no longer bombed. So the moment Bakhmut completely falls, I think they're going to concentrate most of their military and Wagner forces to push Ukraine away from Donetsk as much as possible, so that the civilians in this region can go shopping without getting killed. I mean, that's what I think the Russians are trying to do. You may not like it. You may hate the fact that Russians are trying to do that. You're watching this channel. You may really enjoy the fact that Ukrainians are firing on residential areas right here in Donetsk. And that's the Ukrainian view. And Russians did invade debatable whether it's Ukrainian soil still, because they've annexed it. So Russia did enter Ukrainian soil. From the Ukrainian perspective, it's perfectly okay to, let's say, bomb a school in Donetsk as retaliation for Russians entering Ukraine. But from the Russian perspective, they want to push Ukraine as far as possible away from that area. So I think that's Russia's next biggest objective, and make sure that the Ukrainian offensive down into Crimea doesn't succeed. That's another major objective. All right, guys. And on this note, I'm going to call it a day. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys.